Hi everyone, I felt it was about time I did another one of these devotions for you. I just want to share today a short passage from Matthew chapter 6, verses 5 to 8. And when you pray, do not be like the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and on the street corners to be seen by men. I tell you the truth, they have received their reward in full. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. And when you pray, do not keep on babbling like pagans, for they think they will be heard because of their many words. Do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask him. And the reason I wanted to share this reading was because at the beginning of last week, I was in the process of making a few face masks for family and friends. And one of the things that the pattern required was a bit of material cut on the bias, which is a bit of a nuisance to cut for anyone who's a dressmaker. They'll understand what I mean by that. And I was quite concerned because I was thinking even the 3 face masks that I needed to cut that for, it would probably take me about an hour with the scrappy bits of material that I'd got. But then I remembered that 5 years ago, yes, 5 years ago, a friend of mine from the church had offered me a bag of odds and ends left over from his wife's sewing that he obviously had no use for, and said to me, could I sort them? Which I did, and kept some and gave some to charity and some to other people who could use it. And I remembered that in there had been some bias binding. So I had a look thinking, oh, I'm sure it was only narrow, and the pattern that I'd got required 2-inch wide bias binding. So I didn't hold out much hope. But when I searched on the Sunday morning, having spent a couple of days worrying about having to cut this material out, I discovered that there was a whole brand new pack of 2-inch wide cotton bias binding in the stuff that I'd been given. And if that's not an answer to an unasked prayer, I don't know what is. It was just a situation where I'd been getting myself a little bit stressed and a little bit uptight about it, only to find that actually, yet again, all I needed to do was pray. And God answered my prayer, even though I wasn't really aware I was praying it. So I just want to encourage you again today that if there's anything that is concerning you, anything that's worrying you, however small or big, just take it to the Lord in prayer, because he knows our needs even before we do, and he will answer your prayers. And he is our security and our strength at this time. Amen.